Hechepu, everyone. Peace and blessings. I hope you're truly doing well. Today we're going to have a conversation uh, about a time of the year that I consider to be the sacred, most holy time of the year. It is a time that is known as the solstice. In many cultures around the world, the solstice is a time when humanity finds itself in a state potentially of peace, harmony, love, positive regard, and a continuous extension towards the fellow human being. The solstice was a time in ancient cultures that marked the beginning of the year in the summer and a deepening of the vibration or the energy of that solstice time in the winter. In ancient Nubia and Kemet, in that whole area, Ethiopia, this is a time they came to know and still is, because the word solstice means the sun, sol means sun, stis means still. It's a time when the sun stands still. You even find that in the Bible. Okay, some prophet, had whatever days about the sun standing still. It is significant in the lives of human beings as it regards cycles and seasons when the sun stands still, because we know that every day the sun rises and it sets, rises and it sets. So there are 2 days in the year when it stands still. And the period over which when that happens is known as a time of the solstice. Around June 18th, generally, to June 24th, that peak time occurs. The day of the solstice itself is 1 day. But 3 days before it happens and 3 days after it happens is that peak time. In Amenamaku, as a community, wherever we are in the world, we all pay great attention. We put in time from work. We will take the week off. It's considered a holy time. It was that way for our ancient ancestors. I have been doing meditations, my rites, all of my sacred ceremonies. I do a great deal of them during that time and deepen myself. So around the 18th of June to the 24th of June, sometimes the day will fall of the solstice will fall on the 21st, maybe even the 22nd or 23rd. A few times it has fallen on the 20th. So it's not an exact date every year. You have to check your calendars and see when the day is actually going to be. And then 3 days before that you begin. And then 3 days after it, you may conclude. That time also happens in the winter. The summer and the winter are, cycles that are quote unquote opposite, some people say, of each other. I like to use the word complementary to each other. The summer is past. We are now moving into the winter. So in 2020, the solstice will occur on the day of December 21st. You can check your calendars and you will see that. 3 days before that, the vibration or the energy will begin to come in. For those of us who have been in tune and been working with this for a long time, we can actually feel the vibration or the change, the shift in the environment around that time. It is a time when you can focus, when you can create change in your life. So just as a child is conceived and it takes 9 months for the child to be born, it is the same with our objectives, with our ideas, with our goals. We can nurture it for a period of time and bring it to fruition. A great work, and I use it as well, the Yi King. When you read in the Yi King, in the 24th hexagram, it talks about the time of the solstice as a sacred time when the light returns into the world. It is a time when we can pay homage to the divine spirit within us, the divine light within us. So if you were to start in June, then 9 months later, you could see the goals and the dreams and your objective. Just as the spring occurs and new life is coming into being, you can actually see your goals and objective taking fruition and manifesting in the world. So, you didn't start in June, but we can give you some keys for the winter solstice. So take a pen or a pencil, get your journal out, write down some of the things that you would like to accomplish in the coming year, for in 2021. It's not too late. You can still focus during this time, and you will begin to see some movement and activity in terms of when the spring and the summer gets here. You want to look at first within yourself, what are the things I need to change? There are habits, behaviors, thoughts, feelings, and emotions that impede your progress, that are blocking you from achieving many of the things you want to do. So just be honest with yourself. No one is going to crucify you. No one is going to come knocking at your door. This is you reconciling with your own inner self, being honest with yourself and making a decision about the changes that you want to make. You have gifts, you have talents. Those are already accomplished. But what more can you achieve in life? To achieve greater than where you are, you have to give up something. You have to make a sacrifice. And that sacrifice is to clean out that part of your spirit that may not be so beautiful, that needs to change. Becoming a better you. That's where you need to start. And then you have your other parts of your universe, your children, your mate, your husband, your wife. You also have those people that you work with, okay? You have your larger community. You also have your extended family members. And sometimes there are blockages or things with certain people. So what you want to be able to do is you also want to focus on that, to change those relationships. Your finances, something you may want to better. Make a list. So I say to you, in those categories, in those areas, just find one thing that you want to see become better or to change. During this time, the divine light within you is very powerful. It's a time when Christmas and Kwanzaa and all of the holy days that people come together is happening. It is a time when you should be still. During this time, have no arguments or fights and no kind of conflicts. Because your spirit is open, you will sow seeds. If the seeds are not of the good, or quote unquote negative, you will sow those. And that is what you will give. That is what you will birth. That is what you will give life to. You don't want to do that. You're trying to clear out, not bring in negativity or, ill seeds. You want healthy seeds to be birthed. You want a healthy child. In this case, your objectives and your goals should be seen as children. You want healthy children to be birthed to you. It is a time when you should put away the cell phones as much as you can. Only answer what is absolutely necessary. Watch no TV. Don't listen to the news. Stay off the computer. All right? It's a time to free yourself. Doing your yoga, your meditations. Go back to our session on wisdom seeds and write some wisdom seeds. Okay? Do your breathing. Read your sacred books. The things that will actually help you to get in tune with that inner self. And during the day, have several sessions where you do your meditation. It's also a time when you can, it's also known as the midwinter's night sleep. So you sleep a lot. You rest. Not a lot of talking and externalizing, because it's all about going within. When you are focusing on what it is that you wish to accomplish, I will say to you, write your wisdom seeds in the positive. I will manifest. I will do. Okay? That's the way to write. It's an affirmation to your spirit. See yourself accomplishing that which you want to do. And if you go deeply enough, you will experience that beautiful light that is within you. You will experience this peace that is perpetual, this peace that allows you to have goodwill with all men, all women, goodwill with nature, goodwill with the animals around you. You will be in balance. And in this way, you will be truly walking as a divine and sacred being. The energy is available to you, and it's up to you to choose if you wish to embrace it during the time of the solstice. Watch your dreams, use your journal, and have a great and wonderful solstice. December 18th through December 24th, 2020. Peace and blessings. Hetepu, and be well.